Hey, what's up guys, it's Kazoo here, and welcome to episode 13 of Skill into Glory. And we're gonna start off by applying a squad fitness card to the team, as some of the players were quite low on fitness. And after we done that, we move on in what will be the first game of this episode. And we come up against a team not with the greatest chemistry, as you can see, only a 68, which isn't really the best. But as you can see from his team, he had a bunch of 5-star skillers in his squad, 7 to be precisely, and he was using the 3-4-2-1 formation. I'm not really too sure if it was a subscriber or not, but I knew this was going to be a pretty fun game. So he starts off from kickoff. We get the ball there with Çiftçi. We pull off a few skill moves, then we lay it off there to Run, who beats the goalkeeper. I was hoping for a fancy shot, but it just ended up being a regular goal. As you can see, we do make it 1-0, and we also pick up another skill goal really early on into the game. Then in the 5th minute is Diego on the ball. We beat 2 defenders. We went for a shot with his weak foot, but it just went wide the post. And like 1 minute later, he makes a mistake with his goalkeeper. This time we're trying the fancy shot again with Turan, but the goalkeeper would save it. Then he clears it away. Again, we pick it up here with Turan. We go with a nice little volley, but once again, his goalkeeper would save that shot. Then in the 19th minute, it is Çiftçi on the ball with a few skimmers. We beat 2 defenders. We cut in with the alternative elastico chop. We lose the ball, but then we get it back. We probably should have taken a shot right there, but as you can see, we took a little bit too much time, and in the end, we lost the ball. Then in the second half, some lovely stuff again from Çiftçi. We couldn't really get a proper shot in, but still the goalkeeper would save it nicely. Then instead, in the 70th minute, it is my opponent going on the counter-attack with Shikabala. Rabona across to Quaresma, who goes with the volley, but it just went wide the post. Very unlucky there from my opponent. And 7 minutes later, we picked up a corner. I decided to go short, maybe go on a skill run or something. And as you can see, we apparently make a foul while doing a skill move, and Çiftçi already had a yellow card, so that means we got a second yellow card, and we actually got sent off, which is pretty ridiculous in my opinion. Like, I just tried a skill move. It was kind of unlucky, I guess, because it looked like we ran into him, but still, we got sent off, which was pretty stupid. But anyway, the remaining, I think, 10 minutes or 15 minutes, we had to play with 10 men, which wasn't really a big deal, because as you can see, we still won the game with 1-0. So these were the stats. We had 13 shots on target, my opponent at 0, but you cannot really expect a lot of shots when you play against a team like that. But anyway, we were about to go into our second game. Çiftçi was obviously suspended, so I decided to play a game with a different team with him on the bench just to get rid of the red card, and as you can see, the red card would eventually disappear. So we move on in what will be the second game of this episode, and we come up against pretty much a Premier League team in the 4-1-2-1-2 formation, with also Juan Martinho as a center attacking mid. Just random, they're not really too sure what that was about. But anyway, we get things started off there in the 6th minute with Gokantur on the ball. We pull off a few skill moves, we go with a nice shot, and we do make it 1-0 to pick up our first goal of the game, and also another skill goal, which is pretty nice. Then only a few minutes later, it is Çiftçi going through there with the skill moves inside the box. We go with a nice ball roll, drag back to create some space. We go with a finesse shot, and as you can see, his defender actually makes an own goal. So that's no goal for Çiftçi, which is a shame, but still, it was a nice skill goal. So once again, we pick up another skill goal, which is pretty decent. So we're 2-0 up, and yeah, like the remaining minutes in the first half, we were absolutely dominating. We create a lot of chances, especially with Çiftçi. Like, he was on fire, especially this episode. Look at this, by the way. Like, what the hell was he doing? We still managed to get the ball, but not really too sure if it was a penalty or not. But anyway, Howard with a fantastic save nonetheless. Then in the 45th minute, it is to run there on the ball. We go the fake shot to a Rabona cross. Again, I was hoping for a fancy shot or something, but again, we kind of failed, and it was just a regular goal, I guess, there with Çiftçi to pick up another goal with him. Then in the second half, straight from kickoff, we go on a really, really nice run there after some stuff from Turbo. We get the ball with Çiftçi. We pull off some skim moves as well. We kind of make a fool of my opponent. We ban him as well, and then look at that for a finish by the main man himself to pick up his 7th goal, and also the final skill goal, which is absolutely awesome, and make it 4-0. Like, at this point, it was basically game over. And also in the second half, we created a lot of chances, especially with Çiftçi, just like in the first half. So yeah, in the 52nd minute, again, Çiftçi going through. We get a shot in. Howard just managed to save it, just put it on the bar. Now look at that for a tackle there from I do believe Dante. Really nice tackle. And from the tackle, actually, we go on the attack as well. There's actually Tura this time going through. Maybe could have gone with a chip shot, but I decided to go with a regular shot, and as you can see, it was again Tim Howard with a really nice save. Then in the 71st minute, it is Çiftçi on the ball as per usual, trying to get his 3rd goal of the game, obviously that hat-trick. back. And we actually do get fouled there just outside the box. So we pick up a free kick. It is the main man Diego stepping up for it. And once again, he converts his free kick into a goal, as he has done many times before in this squad. Like, I really like him in this team. 4-star skin moves, amazing free kicks, amazing shot on him as well. What else do you need? So 5-0 it was. Then in the 78th minute, you always know that your opponent always gets another chance as well. And he got through there with Kokorin, I do believe. A nice shot there off the post in to make it 5-1 and give him a goal back. Then in the 89th minute, we go 1-on-1 versus the goalkeeper. We take him out. We get the fancy shot going, but it obviously wasn't really the best because his defender cleared it away quite easily. Then we move on in the 90th minute. Pretty much the final chance of this game. And this to run there on the ball. He was pretty much dead at this point in time. Like, you can see it from his stamina. He pretty much had nothing left. But still, we skill a lot of his defenders. And as you can see, we hit the post. Very unlucky towards the end of the game. We got a header in with Çiftçi, but an easy save yet again for Tim Howard. So that is how the game ended. We pretty much dominated. I think we had 12 shots in total and he only had 3. So a well-deserved win for us. So we move on in the third game. We apply a healing card to Raul Morales and also a squad fitness card to the team. And again, we come against a team with pretty low chemistry, but this time he actually had a striker in goal for some reason. Also, Sterling was playing left back and Kabay, I think, centre back. So a pretty weird team. And just look the way we start off this game. Like, I'm not too sure if it was a free kick or not, but anyway, we go through it. Diego, we went for a long shot and we actually put it into the back of the net. Obviously, his goalkeeper was not a real goalkeeper, so yeah, he couldn't really do much about it. But still, we make it 1-0 and we get that challenge completed. And the 17th minute, yeah, we were just kind of fooling around. A nice scoop pass there from, I think, Arda to Toro. Went for a nice scissor kick, but his goalkeeper actually saved it. And pretty much for the remaining minutes of the game, I was kind of fooling around. And you can see it from my defending as well. It was absolutely terrible. Picks it over with Lewandowski and actually makes it 1-1 to give him a goal back. Also, Reina wasn't really looking that good at that point in time. Then just before time, he plays an amazing ball to Lewandowski, again goes through, and he actually picks up his second goal of the game. Again, Reina, what the hell are you doing? So in the second half, I knew I had to score a couple goals just to win this game, because my opponent was a pretty decent player, even though his team was absolutely terrible. So yeah, we got the goal with Çiftçi, and I look at that first shot there, straight from kickoff. I'm not really too sure which player that was, but I think it was a silver striker. A ridiculous shot on the post, so I knew I just had to score a lot more goals in order to win this game, because my opponents created some chances during this game as well. So I pretty much decided to take some shots from long range. Wasn't really the best. Also, the one from the corner wasn't really the greatest. But then I think in the 74th minute we got through there with Çiftçi, and we do make it 3-2 to give us the lead back. But then in the 88th minute he passes it off again to Lewandowski, who pretty much goes 1-on-1, goes with a nice finesse shot around the goalkeeper, and he makes it 3-3 just before the game was about to end and actually complete his hat-trick. And to make it worse, we lose the ball in the 90th minute after we were in attack with, I think, Raul Morales. And he goes 2 vs 1. I pretty much had no option, like maybe cover up his other striker. That's what I decided to do in the end. And as you can see, he makes it 4-3 in the 90th minute as well. Like, when I played this game, I was so done, especially when I played against a team like that. I just couldn't believe it. But fair play to the guy. He was, in my opinion, actually just a pretty good FIFA player. And like, chemistry this year, I sometimes it feels that chemistry doesn't really matter a lot. That is also why you see a lot of YouTubers actually using wingers, for example Robin as a right forward, and then playing him as a striker on, I think, 7 chemistry. He was also playing Lewandowski on pretty much low chemistry, and he scored a hat-trick against Pepe Reina, who was, I think, on 10 chemistry or 9 chemistry. Like, Reina at that game, he was so bad, it was ridiculous. But anyway, we lost the game. We have to deal with it, I guess. So we went to the next game, and we pretty much came up against a full Norwich City team with also Teddy Sheringham as a striker, the legend, and also Wayne Rooney. And as you can see, we picked up the goal there with Çiftçi, the final goal with him. And that was not the final challenge we still had to complete, because we also needed to win this game, because I think at this point we were on 6 wins. So if we win this game, we pretty much have completed all the challenges, which is awesome. So in the second half, we got a corner, we pick it up short, a nice cross there from Raul Morales to, I think, Tura at the back post, who makes it 2-0. Then in the 54th minute, he goes through there with Teddy Sheringham. I decide to press B, and you know it, when you press B in the box, your opponent always goes down, and you get a penalty against you. So that's what happened. He picks it up with David Villa. We decide to sub on and makes it 2-1 to give him a goal back and sort of get him back to the game as well. But apart from that penalty and the first chance he had like right at the beginning of the game, my opponent didn't really create much in the game. So yeah, in the 64th minute we get through there with Çiftçi to pick up his second goal of the game and give us a more comfortable lead. And we're in the 90th minute, pretty much a final chance of the game. We still have a chance to complete Çiftçi's hat-trick, which we're obviously gonna do after a nice skill run. We make it 4-1 in the 90th minute to complete his hat-trick. So that is how the game ended. We won 4-1. We won our final game as well, which means we complete the final challenge, which is win 7 games. And you can see it right there. We got 6 games left actually, but we complete all the challenges, which is awesome. We got 12 goals in total, which is pretty awesome. And you can see it right there once again. All the challenges are completed. So once again, I'm going to be showing you guys a little recap with all the goals that we needed to score for the challenges this time. And also at the very end of this video, make sure to check out the link in the description down below to a Twitch streamer called Castor, because he's currently doing a 50-hour stream, which is pretty awesome. I think he has 24 hours left or something, which is like a full day. So definitely go check him out and give him some support. He's opening packs, playing games and stuff. He actually got Ronaldo in a pack as well, which is pretty awesome. So definitely give him some support, which he obviously needs. I will be sitting in the stream as well, so you can maybe say hi to me as well if you like. But that's pretty much, I guess, the end. Also, guys, let me know in the comments or on Twitter, which is @Kazoo94. Make sure to follow me. What kind of team you would like me to build around the next 5-star skiller, that is Elton. He's a Brazilian, and since the Brazilian league is pretty much gone this year, there aren't really that many options to link him up with. So let me know in the comments down below what kind of team you want me to build around him next. And you can see it right there. It looks pretty awesome this year as well, with some nice stats. So yeah, guys, that's going to be the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then make sure to leave a like. Would be very much appreciated. And if we can hit 2,000 likes, that would be absolutely awesome. So I'd like to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye.